Kelly, can you see it okay?
Yeah, hold on, I gotta do something on my end. Yes.
You're nod your head. Can you see it? Yes. Okay. All right. So welcome to our live webinar. It's hosted by myself, Jatana Jackson, and Kelly King. And we are both going to take some time to introduce ourselves so we can get to know who we are and what we're about. Let you know that we are real, tangible people who have real crazy lives, little kids running around, and working this business is completely possible. Let me see. Is there anybody's line unmuted? If you jumped on, make sure you mute your line. All right. So first, yeah, I don't look like this tonight at all. That's all dolled up. But my name is Jatana Jackson. I'm actually now a 6-star qualifying coach. I'm a 2014 elite coach, which means I'm ranking in the top 1% of the company. And I'm also a Success Club 5 All-Star. And that sounds like mumbo jumbo when you're not a coach, but it just means I've helped a lot of people over the past 2 years. Actually, I'm a Success Club 5 legend because I've held a certain type of productivity for 2 years now, and I've been adding challengers to our challenge groups. Besides Beachbody, I'm a stay-at-home mom. I have a 6-year-old and a 4-year-old. They're both boys. They are wild and nutso. One of them is in elementary school, so that helps a little bit in terms of working my business from home. My husband is government, so he has that whole commuting thing going on. So I am able to really pour into this business, even though I have a family at home and little ones, and then a husband who works, the full government job, who does the commuting to work early in the morning and sometimes comes home late in the evenings. So it is completely possible. People say, I don't know if I have time. I don't have time, but I do it and make time and it works. And it's actually very, very fulfilling. How I started my journey with Beachbody, I was a customer. I actually borrowed Insanity from a lady at church. I had purchased P90X about 1.5 years before I tried Insanity, and I thought it was terrible. I was like, I can't do P90X. I can't even do a flip and pull up. This is frustrating. So P90X just wasn't for me. I didn't have a coach to tell me that. And this is where a coach is so valuable. I saw an infomercial for Insanity, and I was like, that is totally me. Give me a hardcore sweating, no pull-up bar, no weights. I just wanted to go at it and really burn a lot of calories and feel like I was dying at the end. That sounds like torture, but it feels really good to I used to leave the gym thinking I didn't really get a workout in and I just wasted my time. And I love that with Insanity, I felt like I had done as much as my body possibly could within that 45 minutes. So I got about 7 weeks into my journey with Insanity and started getting a transformation, was telling everybody about it, was posting, when I finished my workout on Facebook. And the person who was coaching me and was coaching in our challenge group said, Jatana, you'd make a great coach. And so I was like, hey, sounds kind of fun. I like encouraging other people. I like inspiring them. And I want other moms to feel the way I feel right now, because I went from this tired, exhausted, which is still a norm sometimes in the mommy life, especially when you have a newborn. But overall, I went from this tired mom who was actually depressed, felt like I didn't have a lot of meaningful purpose outside of the home. It was just me and the home and the playroom and changing diapers, feeding baby, going to sleep, getting up. It was such a routine. And while I loved it and it was my dream to be a stay-at-home mom, I needed something bigger and deeper that was just for me, and it was outside the home. And this is completely done online, so it's super easy to do while your kids are napping or at night when they're all sleeping, like we're doing right now. My husband and my kids are sleeping. So from there, my original plan, and I show you some of the slides here in a little bit, but my original plan was just to get some extra money, each month to get my hair done guilt-free. That $150 when you were on a single income with your husband, just your husband's income, the $150 to get highlights done, for me at least, is really a lot, and I feel really bad about it. And so that was my initial goal. And you'll see in future slides where my income has gone over this past 2 years, and it's how it's progressed upwards. So I'm going to let Kelly introduce herself. Go for it, Kelly.
All right. Hi, guys. I'm Kelly King. I'm going to tell you a little bit about how I got started. So I did P90X, oh my gosh, after I had my first child 4 years ago. And I didn't even know coaches existed. I just bought it and did it in our living room, and that was that. And then Jatana asked me to join one of her challenge groups for, I think it was T25. And I already had it, or I borrowed it from someone, or I don't remember. And I did the T25, ended up pregnant again. And after that, I basically joined as a coach for a discount. I really had no intentions of selling anything. I wasn't really interested in it. But I joined as a coach for the discount, and pretty much I've gone from there. A little bit about my actual self is I have 3 little ones, a 4-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 1-year-old that are all home with me. I guess my oldest son does go to preschool, but that's only a few hours. It's not enough time out of the house. But so they're all home with me, and I'm able to run this business with a home daycare that I run as well. So I have, in addition to my 3 children at home, I have 4 other children that come to my house daily. So I have a crazy busy life, but I've managed to build this business around that. And, but other than that, I don't have any background in nutrition or fitness or anything like that. I was a middle school math teacher prior to having children. And I have my bachelor's in biology and psychology, and I have a master's in secondary education. But pretty much what I did know is that these programs worked. I had used them. I had success with them. I was able to get rid of all the baby weight, feel better, have more energy to chase my 3 young ones around. But I decided to give it a shot, and I figured I had nothing to lose. So that is where I am with my journey. Let's see. All right. Into the stuff. So as coaches, we are partnered up with Beachbody, and we represent Beachbody programs. There are programs like P90X, Insanity, T25, 21 Day Fix. Now we have 21 Day Fix Extreme that's out. These are some of the hottest programs that we have. But as coaches, basically we are helping them with the fitness, the simple nutrition plan, and supporting them along their journey. There are programs out there for everyone. So there's low impact, there's beginner, intermediate, advanced. There's something out there for everyone to do. It's not always just jumping around and being crazy. Some people see like the Insanity Max video and they're like, yeah, right, I would never be able to do that. But you don't have to sell these programs. So you're not going to be a salesperson going around. They sell themselves. Okay, they're top-notch fitness programs. They are advertised on TV. They're shown on talk shows. I know if you're a mom and you're up late, or I should say up early nursing, you've probably seen the little infomercial of T25 or 21 Day Fix going on. So they're out there. This is all in addition to you sharing your own personal journey of what it has done for you. So there's a tremendous opportunity to what we have to offer. So the U.S. is dealing with a huge epidemic right now, and that is obesity. So 2 out of 3 adults and 3 out of 5 children are obese or overweight. So this basically means that people need us, okay? They need us as coaches, and this digs way deeper than just physical appearance that a lot of people talk about. These are people who are fighting for their lives. They're probably on medication or trying to get off of the medication, and they need us for these reasons. This includes children as well. So it's not just about adults, it's about children as well.
And families. So, we market ourselves to living a healthy life as a family, the mom, the dad, and the kids, all taking part in a healthy lifestyle.
Yes. And you'll be surprised how your children follow you.
Mm-hmm.
I never thought they would, but they do. So these are the 2 gentlemen who started this company. They are true leaders. They have heart, dignity, and have a tremendous amount of belief in what we do as coaches. All right. So in addition to fitness, sorry, I'm just waiting for the slide to change. No, it's okay. It's just, no. In addition to fitness, the company knew that we needed to address the nutrition aspect. So if we were going to fight the crisis, we needed the fitness and the nutrition. So Shakeology was the solution. It's simple, easy, and affordable. And I know affordable sounds kind of, but it is. If you think about it, it's cheaper than any fast food meal you could supply yourself or your children. I would know, okay? And this product has been pretty big for me. Like I said earlier, I have 3 kids, and making breakfast is my downfall. So I'm not always able to make something in the morning, and I use my Shakeology as my breakfast every morning. So it takes me like, I don't even know, less than a minute to make now. I've got it down packed. And I know that I'm fueling myself with great stuff. It's not, I shouldn't even admit this, like Taco Bell or anything like that. Or I don't even know what it is that I'm eating from Taco Bell. But anyways, so Shakeology is easy and simple. A lot of people use it also as like their cheat meal. There's lots of recipes for brownies, cookies, pies, stuff like that if you're one of those late night like chocolate fiend people like me. So Shakeology has been a bonus for me, and actually my children also enjoy Shakeology as well. So, so as you can see, the combination of fitness, nutrition, and the support of us coaches means people are successful, okay? Here are actual 2 coaches on our team who have had incredible success. You can see that Michael has lost over 105 pounds, and he was actually a Beachbody Challenge winner, okay? So who are coaches? Coaches are just customers who love the products. Like I said before, I started with P90X after baby number 1, had great success with it. I knew I wouldn't have time for the gym with a newborn, and also our gym doesn't even take newborns until they're like 12 weeks or something like that. But anyways, I wanted to achieve some results. And that's what P90X did for me. Our goals as coaches are to help others reach their goals. So we lead by example, we use the products and share about our journey. And this doesn't mean that you already have to be fit and in the best shape ever, okay? We need coaches of all sizes and shapes because people relate to different people, okay? So somebody may relate to me and not Jatana, and vice versa, okay? Your success is a direct reflection on how many lives you help change, okay? So one thing we are not, and this was kind of my thought at the very beginning was, oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to sell stuff. We are not sales professionals, okay? You don't need to be a nutritionist, a personal trainer, or have any kind of sales background. You just need to have that passion to help others and to help them reach their goals. Now, obviously, if you are a nutritionist or a personal trainer, that's not going to hurt you, but you don't have to be those. All right, so Jatana is going to go ahead and take over, and she's going to explain to you more about what exactly we do as coaches, and then also how we earn our income.
All right, so you can see this is my daily life here. I'm sitting at my desk. That's a picture of me working at my computer, and people ask me, like, what do you do all day? I play on Facebook. I basically interact with people from all over the country in Canada on Facebook and Instagram, and local groups. Montclair Moms was one that I connected really well with, which is a group of moms. So you think about all the people that you have in contact with on social media. It's so easy to build relationships with them, inspire them, and then get them into your challenge groups, or possibly even coaches further down the road once they've enjoyed your challenge groups. So what is coaching? We share with others. We're a friend, and we hold each other accountable. I think that's the key thing. We are not salespeople. While we do sell a product, we are a friend to people. We come alongside them. We either inspire them at first, and then we come alongside them and hold them accountable to using the tools that Beachbody offers to achieve their fitness goals. We personally are striving to be a product of the product. So we use Shakeology. We use whatever programs Everybody, all of our coaches are using all kinds of different programs to better our fitness journey and share that along the way with our Facebook friends or Instagram, whichever social media avenue that you choose to use. We help others reach their goals. So that's where we come alongside customers and say, okay, you got chocolate Shakeology and the 21-day fix. Here's our challenge group. Here's how we structure our meal plan. And we really give them all the tools they need to succeed. And that's what Kelly said, you know, the nutrition, the fitness, and the accountability. And accountability is key because that's a lot of what people are missing and why they fail at their goals. So we help them reach their goals once they purchase the product from you. We motivate, we support, we share our journey, like I said, and most of it's done on social media. We enjoy our 25% discount. I think I have a whole library of products, and the nice thing that we have now is on demand, so you can actually enjoy most of the Beachbody library on demand, and it's already accessible to you once you become a club member as a coach. And we participate in hosting online team challenge groups. So the perk to signing on with a team that is well established like Epic Empire and Knockout Kings is that we already have challenge groups like set up, ready to go. So when you sign on as a coach and say you find 2 people who want to join your challenge, there's already a group that's up and running, and you don't have to create it yourself. You don't have to feel uncomfortable going, oh, I just only have 2 people. It's going to be like 3 of us. That feels silly. You can add them in with like right now we have a March Madness that starts on Monday. And so that is already set up for you. And say you are adventurous and you want to start your own challenge group, we have all of the posts, and Beachbody also offers all of the posts in our back office of what you could post daily. So it could be a water challenge, or it could be, I don't know, a sweaty selfie challenge. All that stuff is laid out for you. You don't have to create it yourself. Now you can get creative, but you do not have to create it yourself. It's already set up for you. Additional information, we have a training that we will put you through. It's 21 days, and I have the date at the end of the slides here, but basically it unfolds coaching in a very strategic process where you don't feel overwhelmed, because there's a lot of information. Like any new job you start, you know, I remember when I became a branch manager at Orcovia, and they like handed me this binder. It was like this big, and here, learn this. And I was like, oh, okay. That's what we want to avoid. So we have this training that is completely set up already. You'll come in, we'll have a 10-day checklist that you go through. And once you complete the checklist, it's literally step-by-step of what you need to do. Then you'll be in a training group with all of the people who signed on around the same time you did. And you'll go for 21 days with this group of people and really, you know, share your insecurities, share what you're struggling with, and then ask lots of questions, because our coaching team is in there to help mentor you. And that's where that one-on-one mentoring is. The person who you sign up with, your personally sponsored coach, will mentor you on, you know, how do you set up your website? How do I respond to a customer when they ask questions? How do I invite people? All that stuff we will completely train you on. And you have a personally sponsored coach who will mentor you in that process. Money back guaranteed. So for some reason you were like, nope, I'm done. Don't like it. Even on Shakeology and on your product, it is money back guaranteed. And same with your customers, which is the nice thing. No stocking products. Oh my goodness. So this is the one thing that I always said was kind of silly. You know, I go to my best friend's house, who is a Mary Kay consultant, and I love Mary Kay. I use their products. I could never work for them, but I do use their face wash. I go to her house and literally open the closet, and she's got like $3,000 worth of Mary Kay products in this huge closet. And sometimes when she has too much, she has to do like little yard sale type things where people come in, like pick from the products. There is no stocking products with Beachbody. So you get what you want, whatever products you want to use, and that's it. And then the company ships off all the products for you to your customers. There is a customer service that you can use as a coach, and then there's a separate customer service that your customers can use. And there, in terms of coaching, there are no contracts. So you pay, and I'll go through what you pay per month, be it. But once you pay that monthly fee, if you want to cancel next month and you don't ever want to coach again, that is fine. You cancel. There's no like, you got to be a coach for this period of time. And there's an amazing incentive program that we have where you can earn free customers from the company. You know, those people like Kelly who call the 1-800 number because you want to do P90X, or actually the infomercial you're referring to. Those people are all assigned a coach. And so those people who, you know, and we can explain that once you become a coach, but there's an incentive program to get free customers as people that call the 100 number or go online and order through beachbody.com are automatically assigned a coach. All right, next slide. So how do you earn, right? Everyone wants to know that. You're paid based on how many people you help. And that has different facets. Basically, one side of it is the sales side, the commission side. How many challengers join your challenge groups, you get a commission based on that, and that's the 25% of all your sales. And then also the other side of it is where the business building becomes, and that's the team bonuses. And you start earning income based on how well you lead your team. So for me, I'd say now 90% of my income, which is pretty substantial now that I've been in this business for 2 years, is all my team bonus. So it's a kind of a residual income that happens every single week. I mean, we're talking about $2,000+ a week based on how my team performs. Now, how my team performs is a direct reflection of how well I train them, and I help them, and I encourage them, and I mentor them. And all of that stuff is already set up for you. So if you sign a coach, we've already got the training set up for you. You just have to sign them up and bring them into our training group. So you've got the commission, which is 25%, and then you also have a team bonus set up, and we can explain that later as you decide to become a coach, because it's kind of intriguing on how it all works. And you get out of it what you put in. If you want it to be a hobby, it can pay like a hobby. I mean, $50 a week is kind of fun as a stay-at-home mom. You're like, I can go to Target and buy me a new outfit and not stress out about it. I liked that in the beginning. Or it can be huge. You know, I treat this as a full-time job. Even though I work about 4 to 6 hours a day, and it's spread throughout the day whenever I feel like working. Some of it is done literally while I'm grocery shopping on my iPhone. Some of it is done while I'm taking selfies while I'm working out and creating a cute picture and posting on Facebook. That is work. It's a pretty fun job to play on Facebook, message people and talk to them, communicate with them, and then post on Facebook or Instagram what I'm doing. And you guys have seen that from either myself or the coach that invited you on this call, what we do. That is our work. And I won't even know if you could label it that, but that is what we do. So you get out of this what you put into it. Treat it like a hobby, it'll pay like a hobby. And that is okay if that's where you're at. If you want it to be a full-time career, it can be a major full-time career. All right. Just saying that because I think my income has surpassed my husband's, or it will by the end of this year, which he's high-level government. It's kind of exciting. All right, so example of income growth. We're talking about income here. This is my personal income growth, and this is actually somewhat old. We need to update it soon, but the example is a weekly income progression over 2 years. So my first week, my first paycheck in January of 2013 was $70. So you go, 6 months later in 2013, it was $521.33. Now this is a weekly paycheck. So this is how it was progressing each week over 2 years. And then fast forward a year later, and the paycheck for that week was $1,681.65. And then fast forward to December of 2014, it was $2,771.96. And then you can see over here on the right, it's just, we wanted to show you a picture of the actual pay stub that you get, but I put fun words on it. That was actually from Facebook. But this is how my income has progressed from basically week 1 of signing up as a coach to, this is actually kind of old because it's grown a lot more. Once you start getting a momentum, it gets pretty big pretty quick. But to $2,771 in December, and that was what, a year? I don't know who gets a weekly paycheck at $70 and then a year later is getting a weekly paycheck of $2,771. I can't even do the math on what percentage of raise that would be, but it compounds a lot over time. All right, here's an example of Kelly's 8-month progression. Kelly started, her first paycheck was $32.49. It was probably a Shakeology order. And that was in January of 2014. Then you fast forward 3 months, and her paycheck was $600. This is so morbid. Every time I say it, I feel weird. $666.66. Could have picked a different one, Kelly. I'm just kidding. But that is 3 months later. That's per week. That's not a monthly paycheck. That is for that week's paycheck. And then if you, let's see, 4 months after that, it was $757.81 that week. And I'm sure from here it's continued to progress. So that is an example of Kelly's 8-month progression, just showing you that we both are doing well financially with this company. So there are many other reasons that are amazing for coaching. You guys have seen myself, or maybe even your coach who invited you, have been able to really take advantage of some really awesome opportunities. Now, of course, one of the really awesome things about this, and I can tell you from experience, I would not be in the fitness level that I'm at right now if I was not a coach. I would have fallen off the bandwagon a million times like I always have in the past. But I am in the best shape that I've ever been in, even since college cheerleading. I am in better shape now at 34 years old than I was as a college cheerleader. I feel more confident. I feel healthier. I'm eating an amazing variety of foods. So anyways, the accountability of being a coach is so amazing. You are not going to fall off the bandwagon if you are leading people. 25% discount. It's great, right? We love to use the product. So when I go to buy Insanity Max or 21 Day Fix Extreme, boom, you get 25% off. I don't pay full price for it. Like I said, you're working on your own journey constantly. Sometimes we move a little backwards because of the holidays, but then we have to get back in it because we are inspiring others. So you always jump back in. The travel and trips, I don't know if you guys are Facebook friends with me, but I'm bouncing all over the place. Kelly and I leave for Cancun on April 15th, and that is a free trip that was provided by Beachbody just by performing well on our team. And then, 2 years before that was Disney World. It was 4 free hopper passes, staying on the resort at Disney for 4 days with your family, and that was completely free. Not only that, but you get $300 to $1,000, depending on how you perform throughout the year, of spending cash while you're there. Last year, I went on a cruise and brought one of my coaches, Alex, to the cruise. And I think I got $350 of spending cash. And then this time we're going to Cancun in like 4 weeks. And we get to work out with the trainers, which is awesome. So you meet Shanti, Tony Horton, Autumn Calabre. They're in your face working out with you as a coach. You get to interact with them, take pictures with them, and actually communicate. And you can ask some questions and things like that. So it's really great for your business to be a part of these type of trips because people can see you're the real deal. You're doing it. You're working hard. And guess what? You're taking pictures with the celebrity trainers. So it's awesome. And then lastly, the financial freedom. Now, I mentioned earlier how I began just wanting $150 a month to pay for my highlights, right? Or to buy me a Coach bag without any guilt. That sounded interesting to me. But the financial freedom that has come out of this, I was able to take my family to Tennessee for Christmas and rent a cabin for my whole family and not take from savings, not take from my husband's income that we pay bills with. It was just a complete blessing to my family. And I have a lot of other things that I want to do now that my income has gotten like mind-blowingly bigger than I ever thought it would be with Beachbody. For example, my brother has been a Duke fan since he was a child. And he lives in North Carolina, and he's been to one Duke preseason game last year. And it is my absolute dream to buy him a Duke UNC tickets, which is like $900 a ticket. It's very expensive, and fulfill a bucket list dream for him. So the financial freedom, meaning I don't have to pay bills with this money. I can go do things for people that I love that I could never have done before if I hadn't taken part in this opportunity. All right. So here's our local team. This is the DC Super Saturday. We have it every quarter. So this is kind of a mixture of faces. You'll see here, if you look at the picture in detail, you can see that not everybody is like six-pack abs, right? That is because coaching is all about your journey, and not everybody is at the same point in their journey or where they want to be. And some of these people, when you look at them, you're like, wait, she looks overweight. That girl might have lost 140 pounds. And so she is inspiring so many people just by sharing her journey on social media. One of the things we're looking for is somebody who's teachable. You can't be stubborn. You got to be willing to work on yourself. I just went to a mentor with John Maxwell this weekend, and I'm like so on fire to teach my team the things that I learned and to start working on myself. So we emphasize personal development, making sure you're learning to grow as a leader, that you're getting rid of your baggage that we all have, and learning how to help people through their, I guess, issues, you would say. I would tie weight gain and eating issues to usually problems that are internally. And so understanding how to help people grow through that is so, so important. Being a team player, we run these challenge groups together. And so I encourage my coaches' challengers. They encourage my challengers. When I'm sick with a stomach bug, which I was a few weeks ago, my challengers jump in, or my coaches jump in, and they help me out in my challenge groups or in my coach training. So you need to be a team player, willing to help others. Obviously, you need to have a passion and a heart and a desire to help others. And everything you do needs to come from the heart and not from, what can I get out of this? Because you won't be successful in this business if you don't have a heart for helping people. And be ready to improve on your own fitness journey. Obviously, you're constantly working at bettering yourself internally and externally so that you can inspire others to do the same. All right. So our next coach training starts March 30th. Like I was saying earlier, it is a 21-day training. It's all on Facebook. And I will give you daily assignments. The assignments take you a max of 15 minutes. I might have one or two webinars that are like 45 minutes. But at max 15 minutes, sometimes it's literally like a 2-minute video. And then you reflect and you tell me what you learned. So it's very simple. It's not too time consuming. And it's going to explain what coaching is in a really thorough, easy way that you can grasp and start using it to practice in your own business. All right, so if you're ready to join, how do I start? Usually you join with a challenge pack. That's a fitness program plus Shakeology. And when you join like that, your sign-up fee, which is $39.95, is waived. And that's usually the best way. I know some people are like, well, I have to pay the $39.95 and then I'll buy Shakeology. I'm like, well, wait a minute. You're going to pay $97 for Shakeology, $40 for a sign-up fee. That's a challenge pack and you could have got a program. So it makes more sense for people to sign on as a coach with a challenge pack. They can get their program that they're ready to get started with, or a program that they want to do after the one that they're currently doing, and it will start up your Shakeology. Now, if you have already bought a challenge pack, you can actually pay the $39.95, how you say it really fast, and you can get a refund of that. We have a form you fill out, and you'll get $39.95 refunded back to you because you already purchased a challenge pack. Starting the second month, the monthly fees as a coach is $15.95. I don't know if you guys have ever researched direct sales, but $15.95 is the cheapest, because I know some people, when you sign up, you have to buy $300 to $3,000 in inventory. It's insane, nuts. I've never ever wanted to be involved in direct sales. It's silly and funny that I am, but I love it, and I think it's because I'm passionate about it. The actual process and fitness and things like that and helping people. But it's $15.95 a month to have your website set up. You'll have a website completely tailored to you, put your picture on there, whatever links you want on there, whatever products you want people to see, all of it is set up for you, and that's what the $15.95 covers. There is a, free sign up and business fee waived for active military. So if you are a spouse of an active military person, or you are, then you will have all of your business fees paid. It's basically free to coach. If you are a veteran, and it has to be you, not your spouse, if you are a veteran, then it is completely free to coach. So that is also a benefit. Even if it's not you, think about the people that you could reach out to help on a fitness journey, and then say they are interested in coaching. It's completely free to them as active duty or veteran. And then I mentioned earlier, and it's the fourth bullet point here, that if you've previously purchased a challenge pack, the sign-up fee is reimbursed to you. The $39.95 is reimbursed to you. So that kind of covers the cost. I'm not trying to hide anything. This is completely what it is. And it's super, I think it's super cheap. And I don't know, one of the cheapest ones out there in terms of direct sales. So, I think that was all the slides. Let me cover, yeah. Okay, so I will stop the screen share and see if anybody has any